Oh, the season just ended? What's going on here?
Say what now? What?
Apparently the season for Magic just ended today.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, here's some free packs. Go wild. It's like, no. You didn't tell
Go
me.
wild.
You didn't tell me it was ending today. Let's see. Is
Go
the
stupid, go crazy.
stream going? Is it capturing it?
You're absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, it's grabbing it. Okay. So I have pretty much everything for it. What the fuck am I looking at with this too? Because you make me look like make me look like you make me look like my brother Kenny for one, and I don't know if I don't know if I should appreciate that.
No, hold on. Let me see a picture of your brother Kenny. Do you have a picture of him?
Of Kenny? Yeah, I can show you a picture of Kenny. I can show you what Ken looks like from it. Let's see if I can pull it up right now. Different mom from it then, so he will look different from it. I can show you a picture of my brother Kenny. You know what? Let me just get a whole picture of everybody. Let's see.
Yeah, okay. Let's just do that.
Get a picture of my brother.
By the way, did you see the fucking photo I sent you earlier?
Oh God, he shaved his head. When did that happen? When my brother? When did my brother shave his head? Oh my God, I didn't know that. I'm genuinely confused by the fact that he did that now. Like I don't know. I don't know what to make of that.
By the way, did you see what I fucking sent you?
Which one? You sent me a lot of things.
The Titanfall thing.
Yeah, $130. I'm kind of pissed about that.
That was 7 hours ago. That was 7 fucking hours ago. I could have hopped on that train.
Coulda.
I could have fucking.
Okay, are we like ready or what?
This is the pre-show for a bit. Then we're just dicking around right now.
Oh,
looking
okay,
at these
this is like
horrible pictures.
Pre-show.
Pre-show. Gotta have a pre-show song and jingle. Doom 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 doom. I don't know where I'm going with this. All I know is Johnny was watching us last week, and they were doing the big boy little boy gaming, and I got stuck for an hour thinking of stupid things to sing in my head for it to see if maybe I could pitch him for it. I'd be like, here's 50 jingles to throw out. That's just me doing voiceover line work for you. Give me $2. And it's like,
give me $2.
And it's me trying to make voices like really bad choirs, like big boy little boy gaming. Just doing that over and over again. Up. Big boy little boy gaming. Just doing that over and over again.
The podcast, since we didn't do it yesterday.
Well, that's what we are doing. It's Sunday.
No, Carl came up and he's like, "What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing? We're gonna talk about Magic again. How's that sound? How you play blue? We're gonna make fun of Carl specifically.
He doesn't play Magic anymore, so
we're gonna make fun of Carl specifically. Be like, Carl, watch the stream. That way, I can hear you yell in the background. Oh, I don't sound anything like that.
Are you playing Magic in the stream today?
I am actually playing Magic in the stream.
Okay.
I want some content to be going on just in the background. So I play the Lazy Brawlers Guildhall one, which is just, hey, you have a main guy that you build your desk,
desk.
You build your desk around a card. And then when you do that, you pick the card up.
Build your desk. Oh my God.
Quit judging me.
Why didn't you do, what was it called? My friend Pedro.
My friend Pedro.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm waiting for that game.
I already got that from the Game Pass. My friend Pedro is really cool.
I'm waiting for that. You heard about the game Maneater, about how you play as a shark? I'm waiting for that to come out. I'm waiting for that to come out on Steam so I can buy it.
Oh,
that's already out.
It's already out on Xbox. My roommate has that.
I don't want it on Xbox. I want it for my computer.
I don't want it. Okay.
I want it for my. I have Steam, and it's supposed to be coming out on Steam.
Kate, I have some. Kate, I have some bad news for you that might disappoint you a little bit, but it was completely out of my hands from it. I got No Man's Sky. I don't know if you saw. I was broadcasting a few days ago. I got No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I saw.
I got it for the Xbox One.
So no, reiterate.
PC.
I know I was, and here's what happened. Matt decided to get it for himself. He's like, I really want more people to play this with me. Would you get it? Would you play with me if I got it? I'm like, I'm really interested in it, but I really don't want you to buy the game for me because I was planning on going to the PC. He's like, well, I've made the decision already. And I get a little pop-up that says, you've been gifted No Man's Sky. And I'm like, thanks.
Here's the funny shit. It's like I'm
so
actually in
progress on No Man's Sky.
He's like,
and it's all been thrown away.
Here's the thing. Here's the funny thing is Ed's like, oh, you know what? I'm really invested in the game. I was like, I'm gonna leave, and probably because Matt wouldn't join him, so I'm gonna leave and go. Like an hour or so later, he comes like, that fucking asshole. I can't believe he's fucking did this.
Yeah, the
That
fucking
fucking
gamer score from it then. Did you see the gamer score for it on Xbox One? It's the stupidest I've ever fucking seen. Like, I get the mentality behind it, but I really want to just choke somebody for it. Like, horribly. All right, you know how most gamer scores have like the 5 or the 0 at the end and try and kind of make everything kind of cool, but then every so often you'll get one achievement that's like 1 or like an odd number, like 1, 2, 3, or 4 from that, and like a matching one that you have to try and get. Mm-hmm. No Man's Sky is nothing but variables of fucking 16. There's no 15s, there's no 10s or anything else like that. There's 16, there's 32s, and then there's 64s to unlock from it. I saw the one, and I'm like, maybe I can even out my gamer score again or do a really cool thing where it's a 7 at the end. No, that's not happening anymore.
You really care about evening out your gamer score?
No, it's like the one and only thing I have fucking OCD about. I fucking hate it. I hate it so goddamn much. It's the only thing I got OCD about. So stupid. So goddamn stupid. All right. Stop it. Stop laughing. All right. I finally got all the pictures from it then. All right. So you make me look like my brother Ken. Here's a picture of my brother Ken and his lovely family and 2 kids.
Q-tip.
He's got a beard. I don't know why his head's shaved from it then. Here's my
Is he older?
Ken? No. Ken is it's me, Trish, Joe, Ken. He's 3 years younger from it then.
Well, so you're the oldest then.
I'm the oldest of 6. And
you look the youngest.
I do. I look the youngest out of everybody, except for maybe Brad. Brad probably looks younger than me because he's got that kind of facial hair for it. But the actual baby of the run from it then, Tommy.
Sean, you see the facial hair from the last picture? The picture you described to me?
Yeah. It's exactly. Genes. That you can tell he's related to Ed that way. Just that one specific thing.
Because we were complimenting on the fact that you're like beard hair. You're like
like how it's split in the middle and looks like garbage. Yeah, my brother Joe.
has like the
and Brad has it. Exactly. The whole family genetic on my mom's side has it.
So all right? I was talking to
Ken's the only one with a different mother, and you can tell right away that it's like something's off, but I can see it.
I was talking to Kate, and I was like, I like how Ed has like 2 like separate like pronged hair,
like on the mustache
patches. No,
like a 2-pronged mustache.
The 2-pronged mustache. The Annie Hitler. The Annie Hitler.
So I was like, yeah, look at that. You get like.
I mean, that's one of the reasons I use this Ed World's picture as my logo from it, because Evil Ed has the exact same fucking thing with his mustache. It's terrible. That's why I shave all the time. It's like, why do you look like a baby face? Have you seen what I look like with facial hair? I look like somebody who just got got beat up in high school from it then. It's like, are you still in high school? No, I'm 30 years old. I have a college science degree. It's like, okay, what are your other families? You claim you're the oldest of 6. What do they look like? Are you sure you're not the youngest?
You definitely look the youngest.
I do. All right. And I would say it's because of the kids for everybody else from it for half of it.
Do you look like you have a Cupid hint? Oh no, wait, that's my photo that I did.
You asshole.
I was trying to make you smile. I was trying to make you.
That's a really good steak. Not gonna lie.
I was gonna say that's a pretty good hit. You're gonna say that's a pretty good Photoshop.
No, your Photoshops are horrible. It's one of those ones that's like, it's like one of the Markiplier ones where he's got like the big eyes and everything. There's like, oh, this is big brain time from it then. Oh!
Or when they like
can you make
him onto like Lord Farquaad's face,
yeah, or something like that. Can you make my face inside all of that really really tiny from it? Do that. Make it where it's like just a big head with an itty bitty face. I love those ones.
See, it's these things where I can practically do anything in Photoshop if you give me enough time. That little head thing I did it like within like 30 seconds.
Can do.
I can do them quick.
To do them, I just don't bother with it because I'm bored. Everything else I do is making like D&D or playing games the whole entire time for it. Let's see what I got. Out of this pack, I got a crystalline giant. I got, I think, a full set of those now. I don't need any more. All right, so We have a lot of stuff to talk about on the podcast today. Not talking about my terrible facial hair.
OnlineAlive.
It says OnlineAlive. I'm Ed.
Kate.
He's also Kate.
I'm also Kate.
I'm Ed. I'm Kate, and I'm Sean.
It's just you talking to yourself it's just you talking to yourself this entire time in 3 different distinct voices.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
like
So what do you think
different
about it? I think it's a really bad idea. Well, I think it's okay. That's really good.
Oh boy. When I opened Discord today, it was like you can view people's through camera, and it's like you couldn't do that before.
You could do it before, but now you can watch them in secret.
You can watch Ed while he's looking at dirty people online.
I mean, you could do that too, but you got to pay a premium for it. Plugging my OnlyFans account. Yeah, it's called Ed's Big Ass.
Ed's OnlyFans.
Ed's gigantic ass.
You know what's funny is Ed. I guarantee you're gonna have one person that's gonna try it, and his name might start with Matt.
Okay. And
that man was willing to buy you No Man's Sky. You think he's not willing to buy your OnlyFans account?
No, he
wasn't
definitely
is Kitsune gonna like yell stuff in the background for her opinion?
God, I would hope so. That'd be great.
No.
Like, what the hell are you talking about?
We can get her in here if you want, but that's up to you guys.
I mean, it seems like we got one viewer right now. If you're in the chat watching the stupid stuff from it, I'm about to start playing. And hi, you can say stuff.
Hi.
Yeah, just have her just go log into Twitch.
Now, while I'm playing and eating this beautiful steak I made from it, then let's get on to our first topic today.
And we're not talking about me.
We're not talking about you. Number 1 topic of the day on the board: pulled pork and cheesy mac large combo meal. Sean, do you want to take this away?
Yeah, pulled pork and cheesy mac combo.
Delicious. As in like
food.
Pulled pork, like in mac and cheese.
Yes, you mix the pulled pork. You put the protein in the pasta, and it's delicious. You ever put? You know what, Kate? And this is why we bring this up. Kate thinks it doesn't sound delicious. Pulled pork and mac and cheese mixed together sounds fucking great.
I'll
fucking
eat them
love them
separately. But
oh
I'm
my
not gonna
god,
eat them mixed together.
So Kate,
I like
she's
mac
one of those.
And cheese just as is.
I don't like the food touching.
I don't want to.
She doesn't like the food touching.
I don't want to taint it with other food.
That's not
tainted. How?
Because that kind of flavor to me doesn't belong in mac and cheese.
Here's the thing.
Pork and I'll eat mac and cheese, just not mixed together.
So Kate here doesn't mix her food at all.
But
no, you don't.
Wait. Does this count? I've had lobster mac and cheese though.
That doesn't count. Because we're specifically talking.
Why not?
About the barbecue mac. Because we're specifically talking about the barbecue mac.
But I put stuff in mac and cheese though. I had lobster in it.
It doesn't matter. It's the other food.
I put lobster in it, but I won't put pulled pork.
Your like food is just bland. Like I'm having sausage and
because
bread.
I'm more of a plain person. I like basic flavors.
Yeah,
basic flavors like salt and pepper.
Yeah, you don't even put salt and pepper on your burger. Why would I put salt and pepper on my burger?
I don't even know half the time what my dad puts on the burgers. Like he just picks a seasoning and just puts it on.
I'm going to hold it up just a little bit here because this isn't anything to come down on Kate for. All right, as disgusting as her opinion is. From it, all right,
how wrong it may be.
The idea of the topic was to talk about things that go good together.
The other day, you're entitled to your opinion, but you're wrong.
No matter how wrong your opinion is.
No matter how wrong your opinion is, Kate's even worse.
I'm more of a plain kind of person. I just like simpler foods.
Joe. I like
simpler foods.
You gotta marry. You have your ever watched Ratatouille? You remember he like bites the grape and the cheese and you mix it together.
Because grapes and cheese, like I've had like a platter with grapes and cheese on it. Like those go together. Like I don't know what you want.
Exactly. You put foods together. You pull pork and mac and cheese.
I've had like fruit and cheese. Like that's not uncommon.
We're talking about specifically making them together though. From it, like casserole setups with it. Like when we talk about the pulled pork and mac and cheese,
I don't really
there is literally a food
often, though,
at the barbecue place next to me called Bombers that makes egg rolls that are that. All right, it's pulled barbecue pork and macaroni and cheese rolled up into an egg roll. And they're fucking delicious.
Oh, so good.
And when you tell me
egg rolls, but not with that.
But
I've had pulled pork mac and cheese sandwiches. Those are delicious, dude. With grilled cheese.
That sounds like diabetes in a sandwich.
Oh my! You
Why?
eat plain bread, and the whole like, oh, it's not plain bread. I put butter on it, and like,
Yeah,
oh
you don't
no,
have like bread and butter after
I put
like
bread and
after
butter
you
on
eat
it.
the main meal.
Butter.
Like,
Wait, okay, that's just buttered bread. It's just putting like salt on like any kind of hot dog that you have. Which, by the way, God, that was the plainest plate of like sad food that I've ever seen. It just reminded me.
You sent us so many sad food plates at this point, Kate.
It just
well,
reminds me of.
Today I had
Made me think of.
I
It just
had
made me think of
I had
but.
shut up. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
it's
while
not.
I
It's not
talk, so it like
funny.
just makes me go like blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to like think at the same time as get the words out so it doesn't come out.
Get the word out. Get the word out. Paul Revere, get the word out.
We had my dad made like boneless pork ribs or whatever, or pork loin, whatever it was, and homemade potato salad with. He said he put like the chunks of potatoes, like hard boiled eggs, like all cut up and in there.
Just a whole boiled egg.
I guess mayonnaise. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
that's what's
mayonnaise
in there.
is like a staple in macaroni salad or potato salad.
I ate it because it wasn't like an overwhelming mayonnaise flavor, so it was actually good. He put cucumbers, peas, and tomatoes in it.
Hold on. What is this again that you just slammed cucumbers into?
Potato salad.
Who puts cucumbers in potato salad? Because now I'm confused.
It's apparently a recipe or the way that my mom's family would make it. Because there's peas, cucumbers, and tomatoes in it as well.
I can see that.
The cucumbers actually give it a nice like fresh kind of flavor.
You ever had cucumbers
even though
with egg
like,
noodle?
Even though I'm not like a huge fan of cucumbers, it actually was pretty good.
I've never had cucumbers with anything that wasn't like a salad or some kind of like sandwich that had like tuna on it.
No. You ever had these those like fancy dancy like sandwiches with like the cream cheese like cucumber slice? Those are good. Those are good.
Pretty good.
The finger food for like rich people. They're like not rich people.
So I have a quick story on that. So quite a few years ago, I think this was like 2000. It was like 10 years ago because it was 2010, I think. I went to a wedding for my cousin.
Ago.
Yeah, I went to a wedding, in New Orleans for my cousin.
It was 10 years ago. You were 13.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. It could have been.
You're 23 right now. You were 13 at the time. Okay, yeah, 24. You were 14 at the time.
I was 14. So yeah, anyway, so like I think it was like a couple days or like the day before the wedding, we did like a rehearsal dinner or whatever, and all the little foods they had on a table, they had like like mini hors d'oeuvres and like little mini cakes and stuff. It was pretty cool. They all tasted good.
So.
Well, was there more to the story?
No, it just had to do with like the finger foods and shit.
Oh, I thought there was some more. You're just like, yeah, there's food there, and it was delicious.
Dinner. Like, what else is there to explain? Just the rehearsal dinner for the
wedding. That's all I care about the rehearsal dinner is I don't care about the rehearsal, the walk, whatever. I want the food.
I just like the reception.
The reception food is so much better too. It's like I want like what they have in if it's good. And I don't want the little petite little like slices of the little like it's couscous and shit like that. It's like, oh, it's very good. It's like I don't want couscous. I came here for the fucking main course. I want the steaks. I want the fucking like the mushroom fucking glaze all over it. I want the fucking my god. I
have to say, like the most like dope party food I had was way back when in ye old high school about 6 years.
Ye old high school?
About 6 years ago now, for me at least. So when I went to, it's like our version of like the junior prom. We call it cotillion because it's for every grade.
Oh, I know what you're doing. I know what you're talking about, cotillion. You did cotillion?
Yeah. Yeah, really? I went. Yeah, I went to cotillion.
So hold on. So you had like dress up fancy, and you had to be fancy, and you had to
bought,
waltz
like a fancy dress. I only went to Cotillion in my junior year, and then I went to senior prom. So I only did Cotillion for like 1 year, but it was cool. So it was at like some
That is
fancy like
actually very
banquet. It was at
surprising. That's so you surprised me. I didn't think you would go to Cotillion like ever.
I don't know. I mean,
You don't seem like that kind of
a couple of my
person.
friends agreed to go. I didn't like dance or anything. I just wanted to go for like the festivities and the food and shit. So,
Just
and I
wanted
wanted to, and I like wearing fancy dresses. So there was that too. But
No, this is shocking. Like you went to Cotillion, damn.
Yeah.
You
Like
just
I said,
don't. You don't.
I went for like I went for minor aspects, and my friends wanted to go, so I was like,
Yeah,
whatever.
you just don't cross me as someone that would go to Cotillion. Sorry.
No, I wanted to, but surprisingly, like my senior prom was actually more disappointing than Cotillion. But anyway, I'll get to that in a second. So
I wish to know
now. At Cotillion, we had like this big like fancy banquet hall type of place called the Log Cabin. And it's next to like a fancy restaurant called the Delaney House, and they make super
That's also not ominous.
So they had
Delaney House.
several big tables full of chafing dishes with all this stuff in it, and oh my god, they had like the best selection of food. But the one thing that like really caught me was obviously what I got was they had like stations where you could like make tacos. Oh my god, it was the best thing ever.
Tacos.
Okay, what do you put on tacos?
I mean, other than that, everything was like great. The place was great, whatever. But my senior prom, however, the next year was like it felt like such a super downgrade because we had Cotillion at the Log Cabin, like I said, super fancy banquet hall. They use it for like wedding receptions, like actual weddings. It's a super fancy building. So, but my senior prom was held at a golf club.
Golf club can be fancy.
No, this was not a great golf club. Or no, it was a country club. Sorry, but it was at a golf course.
It was a country club. That's
it was
what we all
such a super downgrade. Like it was not that great.
Well, country club is a downgrade in most conditions.
It was fun, but it wasn't great. Like I'm glad I went, but like I said, it wasn't like.
I'm more shocked about the Cotillion things.
What would have been an improvement on top of that?
Now here's the question I got for you then regarding you going to Cotillion.
Well, I didn't go every year because my parents didn't want to pay for the tickets, so.
Well, yeah, but like
I agreed to just go to Cotillion junior year and then do senior prom.
I agreed to go so my parents would leave me the hell
alone.
Yeah, but go.
By the way, if you're wondering about my son, he's senior prom year. I wins tag. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so yeah, you surprised me that you went to Cotillion. I don't cross you as anyone that would want to go to Cotillion.
Actually, I think I still have pictures. I remember what dress I wore. I can link
because like
them.
it's like a fancy schmancy like waltz. Like you got to figure out where the fork goes, where the soup fork is, where the fork is.
Where does the fox? Where does the fork go?
You're all tidied up, and you learn how to waltz and do polite manners.
We did not do that.
And you're like,
we didn't do that.
You must
bow. Or senior
pull
prom.
your chair underneath the person, and and God, I thought that was. I just remember that, and I remember the fancy dancy stuff, but like
the schmancy.
I just like I just did not care for it at all. But yeah, I did.
I can't remember how to view photos on Facebook.
You didn't strike me as someone that would go to Cotillion though. I thought you would just be like, yeah, I don't give a shit, and then just live your life.
Just live your life the best you can.
I don't remember how to look at photos on Facebook. Help.
How to look at photos on Facebook? What do you mean look at photos on Facebook?
I don't know how to look at photos on Facebook.
On your own photos or somebody else's photos?
No, mine. I don't know how to view photos anymore. They changed it so much. How do I do this?
You go to their profile. There's a little drop down that says photos, and you click on it. And then there's elbows.
There's no drop down that says photos.
Yeah, no, it's underneath like posting for some reason. We really want to know what's on your mind. What about all our precious memories shared? Fuck that shit. What's new?
Oh, there it is. Okay.
No.
Did I go? Oh yeah, no, I went to. Wait, did I go to Cotillion twice or only once? I don't know. I can't remember how many times. Yeah, this was my prom picture. Hold on. Okay, I'll send it to the Discord. Okay, this was prom with me and a couple of my friends. I'm the one on the left.
The far left?
Yeah, with the short dress.
You guys do not look like you're having a good time. I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
You also have only 2 other friends?
Well, those were the friends that went with me.
You know what's very... I don't know whether if it's a sad photo or like because not only you seem depressed.
No, I think because the sun was in our face and we were kind of squinting
Well,
too.
no.
So...
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about this photo. Whoever the photographer is, I'm gonna call him out.
It was my friend's mom.
Yeah, I'm gonna call out on this. They make it look very sad because look how empty space there is on the right. Like there
Yeah.
should be more people there, but no one
My
showed
friend
up.
wearing her sunglasses also does not help.
So you guys look very depressed. You're like, it's us 3, and then just there's supposed to be more people, but they're not there. So there's you just like it just seems so lonely. The photo just looks so lonely.
Yeah, my friend's mom took the picture, so
I just feel sad at just looking at the photo. I'm like, there should be more people there, but there isn't. That guy's pants is fucking baggy as shit. Like,
well, no. See, the thing about that is that's my friend Alex, and he's like freakishly tall. So, like for real,
freakishly tall.
Yeah,
well,
but
I couldn't find any of my cotillion pictures. All I could find was my prom one. So there you
go. His pant legs are like crazy though.
I said he's like I said he's like freakishly tall. Like when we were still in high school, like I could see him from like down the hallway. He was so tall. Like he's tall. He's like the classic like big and tall guy.
Like he could play like a Shrek from Ogre, or Ogre from Shrek.
And the friend who's next to me, my friend Charlotte, she's actually she's wearing heels, but she's actually just taller than me in real life with regular shoes. So.
Yeah, that man looks like he's gonna eat someone.
I mean, he devoured his lunch. I don't know if he still does it, but last I heard, he works at like a Smith and Wesson because he's actually like a really good machinist.
He just looks like he ate like 2 people that were supposed to be like on his left.
2 people like were eaten. Yeah, just this afternoon. Oh no!
That's why there's an empty like gap on his left. Is because he ate those 2 people.
No.
Where are the bodies? I'll never tell.
But yeah, he's my friend Alex. He's freakishly tall. So.
You still talk to him?
Yeah, sometimes.
All right, tell him to join to watch the podcast, and then you could go back to this little bit where you're like, yeah, he ate 2 people. It's like, how did he know?
He ate 2 people. How did he eat 2 people? He ate 2 people.
Well, I don't know what he's up to now because I haven't actually talked to him in a little while. But
he played basketball because he looked like he could shove a few like small kids around.
No,
does he play basketball? He looks like he's eaten a child or 2.
Okay. Let's move on.
Speaking about combining our foods, you know, mac and cheese and pulled pork. Yeah,
combining.
Combining food into that. Eating children. What do you mean eating children? Eating children.
That's what I call my kids' meal.
Oh my god. Oh boy.
Oh god.
Okay. Let's move on. We'll just count this as part of the disgusting food combos as well. So
no. We still got more gripes with you.
We got a lot of gripes with you. We're not letting this go. Yeah. Just yet.
Let's just move on. Let's move on to what the heck is
the wiener circle?
What the fuck is that?
Remember last week when we were talking about things? And
yes,
one of the things we talked about was people yelling at each other. Well, we found that store in particular in Chicago, the one where you can order hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff like that, where if you don't know what you want, they cuss you out consecutively. Yeah. That's called the Wiener Circle from it. Yeah. And I wanted to bring them up because I think they're the coolest of all.
Have you been there before?
I've been there once from it then. They didn't yell at me, but at the same time, I was also outside, and it was my mom who went in. And I saw things that a 5-year-old shouldn't see.
So, but what'd you see?
A lot of flipping people off.
Oh, I
for
thought
one.
you mean like ass and titties, but okay.
I mean, there was a lot of titties shaking, but I think that was for a completely different reason.
Well, or like a wiener because it is the wiener circle, but yeah. So, mommy, I saw a wiener. Oh yeah,
That's
the
nice,
wiener
dear.
circle.
Go home.
But yeah, that's crazy. I mean that restaurant is crazy. They have, I think, if you look at the menu. Hold on, let me see the menu because I know there's one that's like a very like a 1 inch hot dog, and they call it like the Trump's penis or something,
The little dingle. Something like that.
or maybe like a little like 1 inch pickle. I forget.
The pickle.
Yeah,
The
it's
nickel
like
pickle.
the pickle pickle.
The
The
chickle
whole
pickle.
the whole
Big pickle
the
pickle.
whole thing about that like place is is uh is literally just that it's you can go there to get insulted. That's the whole gimmick of it.
Yeah. I think I've heard of it, I think, vaguely, once or twice.
So that's the bit. They get fucking.
That's the
And
big
I
one.
can.
Is like why would people do something like that?
It's the comedic value. It's just like, hey, just get there, because everything's so nice. It's just, I guess, kind of nice to get a change where you could yell at them without getting in trouble. Like, give me my fucking food. It's like, you could fucking away from you, fat lard. You could,
Eat your food.
I wish I
Eat
could
your
do that
food.
in my job.
you could do this here, and then they'll be like, yeah, and then you can go back and forth, and whether they spit on your food or not, that's up to you. They're probably just gonna spit on your food, regardless.
Probably just spit on
Well,
your food.
technically, I don't think they still would be able to because it's a health code violation.
I mean, the health code violations for like a bunch of places. I worked at a pizza place where people had sex literally every inch of the fucking place from it. Like, that's a health code violation.
They have sex with you?
I mean, have you not heard the freezer story?
What? Okay, this is new on podcast exclusive, only on OnlineAlive. The freezer story by Ed.
I'm not repeating it from it. Then let's just say I was one of the people that violated that store, and one of them happened to be the freezer. So there.
Wait, no, hold on. Now you have to explain because what about shrinkage?
What about it?
It happens in cold areas.
Yeah. And
You violated the freezer.
yeah.
Wait, you violated the freezer, or the freezer violated you?
No. Dude, this was back in high school. This is like 12 years ago.
You were working in high school?
Yeah, I was working through high school and then college.
Well, yeah, okay, I understand that. So what was your job? What was your job in high school then?
My job in high school, I was an in-store. You know what we did? We made a pizza.
Alright, so you made pizzas, okay.
Pizza mozzarella,
Now,
pizza mozzarella.
did you ever eat the pizza?
What, after the violation or like during work?
Both.
Yeah. We had these things called dough trays from it. Like, they're like sealed away from it then. Like, the pizza's freshly made, but it's not fresh in that kind of manner of stuff.
So what happened? What happened? I want to know about the freezer now. What happened about the freezer? I'm so curious.
There was another girl. I forget her name because it's been 12, 13 years from it then. Senior prom comes around from it then. She's having a hard time with her boyfriend and wants to make him really jealous from it then. And she says, I would go to prom with you. Oh, cool. And she leads me into the freezer. Proceeds to do the adult things from it then so that she can use it to make her boyfriend bad.
Wait, was her boyfriend watching? Is that how? In the freezer?
Not the boyfriend watching.
Oh. Wait.
But she went and told him about that, and then I guess a photo or something like that was taken.
Oh, was the photo taken like of your junk in the freezer?
Something like that. Just like in the process of things happening.
This is like this this is some American Pie shit. Or like, yeah, it's out there like free. That's
Words?
I'm in shock. It was like she's like, I want to make my boyfriend jealous. She points at Ed, and Ed's like, okay, and then he's like,
we were friends at the time. We weren't friends afterwards because her plan backfired, and her boyfriend broke up with her because of it. I'm like, hey, we can go out. She's like, no, fuck you. I'm like, I mean,
she got mad at you.
She got yeah.
Did you tell her that you got mad at her because she gave you crazy burn on your dick or something?
No, I didn't say anything like that because she quit. I want to say maybe a week after. Like, it was awkward from it then. Like, she quit from it then, and like nobody in the store outside of like one person had known this was happening from it then. And like,
she worked there.
She worked there, yeah. Like, and maybe like 3-4 years down the road, she comes back from like college for whatever, and I'm still working there from it then. And like a year or so prior, we had a discussion about it. They're like, I didn't know that happened. I'm like, yeah, that happened in high school from it. We go back, and like maybe like 6 months to a year after the fact, she comes in. She says, "What the fuck you been telling people? Huh? What the fuck you been telling people? You tell people about that? Yeah. Why would you do that? That betrayed my trust." I'm like, how do you think your boyfriend feels now? She got really pissed off at me.
You fucked over everyone. You fucked Ed.
I haven't seen her since. It has been like 8-9 years.
Oh shit.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
It's great. She made her own bad choices from it. That I'm the one who reaped all the benefits.
And I was one of them.
Hey, you could have gone with me. You would have had a stable relationship from it then, not having to worry about all these ups and downs and crap like that your horrible life has taken from it then. But that's what happened. That's what happened. You see those people where it's like, man, did I dodge a bullet? I think I dodged like a whole machine gun of rounds.
It's like I find it as like the phrase where like, hey girls, if you date me, you don't have any problems of being cheated on because no one else likes me.
I'm trying to think the Irwin thing right now. Like, baby, I wouldn't cheat on you. Look at me. I'm fucking nothing. I'm nothing without you, baby.
Hey, Billy. Hey, Manny.
Shut up.
Yeah, did you guys,
don't be like that. I'm nothing without you.
Floyd? Like, yeah, Floyd died.
No.
Man died.
No, well, yeah, obviously, but
obviously,
looters in Georgia attempt to like, loot an Asian-owned jewelry store, and apparently they like camped out on the roof of their store with guns. I guess they fired like warning shots like above them or on the ground. Dude, all those looters just fucking turned right around.
Like the only thing I can think of when I hear that is that episode of The Simpsons with the poo, where he's on top of the roof because of the riots, and he starts shooting at the people. He's like, "Thank you for coming. I'll see you in hell."
Oh, it was oh wait, here's like a thing explaining. It's like a Korean owned. So I mean, yes,
right,
I've seen so many stupid things.
Can I just say this? So when I think of like Asians working at like convenience stores or like kind of stores like those, I think of them like as the old like elderly like wise one, but like they got a shotgun, like an oversized gun that's like twice their size.
What?
And they have it under. Yeah.
Where's this going? I must know. Where the hell is this going right now?
No, it's the idea. Like it's like, oh yeah, it's the elderly guy, and he tried to rob the fucking. But they're like wise, but at the same time they're already parted ways with life, and they're willing to die, so they got a shotgun.
I've already given up on life. C'est la vie. Dead.
So
all of us.
So they're willing to like fight for like you want to mess with me? I mess with you. And then he pulls out a shotgun out of his like that's twice his size out of the underneath the counter and just willing to blast the guy. Here's the thing. I get the rioting is necessary, at the same time isn't necessary due to if it is like, say, someone who supports the group but they're getting thrashed too. I don't know, because you know Antifa, right? The far leftist group.
Are they? Would you say that? I don't think they're a group. I think they're just like a loose abbreviation for, hey, you cool? I'm cool. And that's about it.
The Antifa group?
Yeah.
They've done shit that's crazy. And like, I don't think they sour the whole fucking patch, where they're the far leftist, but they're willing to. I don't know. It's so weird. It's like, have you heard of the horseshoe theory?
You're going down a rabbit hole I don't really want to be talking about.
Let's just move on.
You know the horseshoe theory, though. That's a legitimate question, though.
Then eventually it comes back around, and you just have the same thing. And they're just these two things are the same thing. Yeah.
The far left and the far right are more in common than they assume.
You know that doesn't work when you look at a diagram for what they oppose from it then, because that diagram with the horseshoe being like them being the same thing from it, it's not. It's literally a straight bar that's just been bent so you can be they're both angry and pissed off at each other. These are the two widest munches of it.
But the things that they're willing to do and willing to act is what it is. It's like they're both angry for like different reasons, but they're doing the same shit.
It's because we're humans. We're dumb.
We're all stupid,
Okay, next topic.
Some of us is willing to run over protesters.
Oh no, we're not doing disgusting food combos yet. We're doing samurai cut versus man bun.
All right. Samurai cut.
Is that not a topic anymore? Or what?
What? Discussing food combos?
Yeah.
No, it is. We haven't got to it yet. We'll come back around to it then, so we have a little breathing room.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Kate will have some breather.
Don't do that. So yeah, we got that going for it, and all the other kind of crazy crap.
I have so many water bottles.
Okay, now your cousin is a hole. This was regarding to my girlfriend Avery. You want to discuss what happened that day where I joined a party and Ed replies, "I think I made your girlfriend angry." I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, well, I had said some things to her cousin, and now you went back and forth, and shit happened. And he's really pissed off. You want to explain this, Ed? This little encounter?
What this is? Okay. Does anyone here know what American history is?
No.
Okay, so does anyone know what the revolution is? All right, clip that off and everything else?
No.
Okay, this guy got into a fight for it then, and it's one of that I've been arguing with a lot for it then, with people from it then. And I essentially made a posting about a week ago saying, you guys didn't listen to these people who are protesting now when they were doing peacefully. In fact, you told them to go fuck off. And if you have an opinion now that they're doing things wrong, you can go fuck off because you didn't listen then. So why does anyone have any reason to listen to you fucking now? Okay. Someone decided to chime in from it then. When has rioting in ever the history of anywhere done any good for that? And I said, starters, let's talk about the American Revolution from it then. Because that's kind of how all this clipped off initially with the birth of our country. And the guy's like, nah, that didn't happen. All right. There wasn't any writing for that.
Were those like screenshots on Facebook?
Yeah, they were those screenshots for it then.
That's what that was?
That's what that was.
I didn't read the whole thing, but I caught glimpses.
All right, this guy's just.
saw bits.
You just saw the post and then fucking scroll past it. We get it, Kate.
Well, no, I did actually read it a little bit, but then I was like, this is too much to read. I just gotta scroll past.
But yeah, no. So it had come up from it then, and it's always these things. Like I like making fun of people online when they say stupid shit, and I especially like putting them in their place when they don't know dick about anything from it then. So I had made that post for it then. I specifically said for it though that part of it was that he's like, oh yeah. Well, you're a keyboard warrior was the one that stood out for it then. That's the
part I read.
That's the one Sean picked up too from it. That was the keyboard warrior from it then. All right, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, well, nobody got hurt or anything else like that. And I'm like, okay, let me go look up an article real quick for it. Okay, history.com, perfect one. The 7 events that led to the American Revolution, and I'm like, bam, all right, this
Boston
riot,
Massacre.
Boston Massacre, Boston Tea Party from it then, and I just posted that. I'm like, here you go. From it then, you must like balls in your mouth from it then, and I keep dipping all day if this is how we're gonna go at it from it. And he's like, oh, you didn't even read the article, because if you did, you'd see that like nobody of property value or anything else like that got injured. And I'm like, number three. He's like, yeah, all right, well, you're full of it, buddy. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And so the screenshots were me following up, being like, okay, here's the article I posted to prove that this guy didn't read anything about it. Here's the table of contents. Number 3 is Boston Massacre. Go down to Boston Massacre, and then there's a little snippet from it that it's like, okay, it was a riot that happened because they were pissed off at the British people. British people shot them because they were having shit thrown at them. All right? It's like I don't need to say any more. I've already proven my point. Put this guy in his place because all of it's like that flailing thing that happens with it, you know. So how can I prove my point more if the guy's not going to like look at the information? At that point, it's like just disengage. You've already won. And there's just so much of it, so many times from it. Then that got to the point that, oh my god, Avery posted another thing from it, and she's like, "Hey, can you talk to this guy but be gentle about it?" From it earlier today from it, and they're like not all cops are bad from it then. And you expect them not... Oh, I don't believe that they're actually macing people from it then, even though all this video evidence and everything else like that is going on from it then. And his remark was, why would the police be wasting resources, valuable resources? And I commented back to him, and I said in these words, the police waste resources every day when they let people go off with a warning. And he didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. It was a pretty mean thing he said back to me, but I'll be honest, I laughed when he said it.
What did he say? What did he say?
It essentially amounts to, you're a fat fuck with a little wiener from it then. You don't know dick about shit. That's essentially how it was worded. It wasn't worded exactly like that, but it came up a little bit from it. And it's like I've won this argument because I've completely flipped that guy off. I'm imagine that guy standing on the corner of the street from it. Then I'm driving in like some obnoxious car, something like that, blaring on my horn, and then I come up real slow, and I'm like, "You're wrong, you." That was what it was. That's what it was. Oh man, I'm having bad games tonight from it. But I mean, everybody's seen somebody like that where you just go online and be like, "That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works." Karen.
It's like that old commercial. That's not how this works.
Can I say Karen on Twitch, or will that get us banned?
Carrying it away.
And I don't care, Karen. I don't give a fuck about Karen.
Yeah, just carrying it away.
We're carrying it away.
There we go. Now you got it.
Oh, did I get it? I don't know if I got it. What else are we talking about, Karen? It's like, how do you feel about that? I feel lovely, Karen. I feel lovely about it.
Stop caring about the world.
Yeah, your cousin is an a-hole from it then, because everybody knows somebody like that. I have a lot of people I know.
So hold on, can we just do a little snippet? Okay, the whole. Kate, what's your opinion on the riots? Necessary, unnecessary, what?
Unnecessary because they're just fucking randomly destroying shops that actually have value in their like area that they live in.
See, but I've been,
and it's just an excuse for people to steal stuff.
No, okay, Ed. Okay, your views on why necessary.
I think it's the best goddamn thing in the world, to be honest with you, and I'll tell you why. I've been looking up the reports for it. Then I know what's going on both sides for this. Then the people that are breaking shit aren't necessarily rioters. Sometimes they're just people that are there to fuck shit up because they're fucking assholes. All right. And I'm 100% behind people breaking shit because if somebody breaks something, it's fucking property. It doesn't matter. All right? Your window's going to get fixed further down the road. That's why you have insurance for it. And if insurance isn't going to fix your fucking shit from it then, well, then you probably should sue your insurance place from it then. Oh, our whole place got ruined by all these other things and stuff like that. We can't fix this shit. Oh, how horrible. Maybe you should get your insurance on the horn for it. Is that it?
So,
is that
no.
Like, I don't think anybody got a response to that.
No. I agree. Like Ed has a point where the whole idea of writing right now is, and why people think it's not necessary is, again, when people didn't write before and escalate the issue about this or brought up the issue, no one did anything. Again, we had the kneeling. People forgot about that. We got, the Mark Zimmer trial. People forgot about that.
It wasn't even them forgetting about it. It's just nobody cared. So you can't put all your resources into fighting something like that then if nobody's going to do anything about it, which, again, is one of the reasons I'm behind this. Like, there's fucking the mall over by my place is all busted up today because of shit like that. The people are just pissed. All right. You can't ignore people in the street breaking shit. All right, you could ignore somebody on TV saying this is wrong and we need to do something about it because you could just change the channel. When somebody's outside your door and they have a baseball bat and they're going, "Warriors, come on, play it."
Unlimited ammo. Let's keep that in mind, bats.
Yeah, baseball
Unlimited
bats have
ammo.
limited ammo from it. Then sticks and stones break bones, and your words are fucking useless. Is where we're at right now.
So basically, it's again. This has happened multiple times, but nothing has like ever actually happened or improved. Or when was the last time like that guy who got shot in his own apartment by that woman who thought?
Yeah, her place from it then. Or how about the other one where they broke into another person's, not broke in, but they did a no knock warrant into completely wrong person's thing. For it, and then shot up the wife who's like, "Oh my god, somebody's breaking into our house. Do I not get to defend myself?" It's like it just kind of puts a whole thing on top of it. It's like this is why this is going on.
So again, like they're like, "Oh, we'll improve, we'll make it better," but like the idea is like they haven't improved or made it any better.
They haven't cared to do anything enough for it.
You could say that the what is it the cameras on the shoulders were an improvement, but it really has not improved anything because they could just turn those off.
They turn those off, and that's another thing that Avery brought up, even just earlier today from it. Then, like all the stuff that's going on in Seattle from it. Then that the police chief is telling them to turn off their body cams so nobody can use the evidence for it with that, and them stopping up their badges, which is another whole aspect of this thing going on. It's like, how can you put your faith in this kind of system from it then to protect you if they're only there to protect themselves from it? And it's like that's kind of a very shitty thing.
That was the whole issue. It's like they're just there again. Even before they put out a statement for the Floyd thing, they put out a statement saying like, "Hey, this guy died when we were arresting him, and
he had an underlying heart condition that nobody knew about." Well, then maybe he should have stepped off his fucking neck.
No, but it was they came out with a statement saying, "Hey,
you guys just totally missed my absolute tiny heart attack because a little moth flew in my face."
Sweet, you can eat that for later. Anyway,
no, but you heard me though. I was like,
yeah, but yeah, again, they put out a statement saying like no excessive force or guns were used when they were arresting this guy and he died. But when the video says otherwise, like they're using excessive force,
right? It's like let's go to the tape and see what that says, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to say what you fucking think it is.
That's so fucking. It's great, and
the tape didn't.
Yeah, and they get called out, and we're like, why would he put out that statement? And you're obviously getting caught in a lie, like. Someone's fucked up, and you guys are gonna get in deeper water just because you guys fucked up, and you got caught like hiding it.
And there's so many.
You can't. There's so many things about recover from that.
That's wrong.
Let's be honest.
All right, and to post it up from it. Then, did you see the video today?
We do have other topics, guys.
We do have other topics. I just want to bring up one last thing then today, because I guess it happened yesterday or earlier today. There was some guy with a fucking bow and arrow. Came out and started.
Oh yeah,
you see that?
Hell, I want to see it now. Yeah,
that guy pulled out a bow and arrow and said, "All lives matter." As he like fires one shot into a crowd from it. Then they rushed his ass, beat the shit out of him, flipped his car over, and lit the fucker on fire. And it was mad awesome. All right, but here's the thing that pisses me off. All right, the guy was intentionally trying to harm or maim people. Right, and you can see it clear as day because he had a fucking bow and arrow and fired it into a crowd. All right. He wasn't arrested. In fact, he had an interview where he lied about it on TV, saying, "Oh, it was in my car the whole entire time, and then they flipped me while I was in my car from it then. And then I got out my bow and arrow from it then to defend myself." It's like, let's go to the tape. No, that's not at all what happened, buddy. That's not what happened at all. So,
they called him out? They called him out on it?
No, I mean, there's video that showed of it because he went and did an interview. Like, after the fact.
It's probably getting all that hate.
Oh, I wonder why.
I wonder walls.
I wonder why he's getting all the hate. Well, it couldn't be because the fact that he fucking lied about it, is it?
That's crazy. All right, let's go to a new topic because I'm. Yeah, sad.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one.
It's happening everywhere.
How high is the water, mama? All right.
2 feet high and rising. I know that song.
You know the reference for it then. About a week ago, this whole area flooded super bad. All right. My place didn't flood at all. Even though apparently blocked down, it was like a foot under fucking water. Which is, in and of it's all right, a small little goddamn miracle. It's apparently supposed to be one of the worst and wettest summers this year. And apparently it's only going to be getting worse over time because of the way the weather is. My family, majority of them, lives out in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Majority of them is in Vegas, where it's a desert in the middle of fucking nowhere. All right?
Mm-hmm. That is...
They've seen more rain in the last 3 days than I can even count on like a metric system for it. Then, what are you guys gonna do on your side? Because you're gonna be in Cali, going up to Washington. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And Kate, you're in
Massachusetts,
where it's been flooding the last couple of years now.
Wait, what?
Oh my god!
Has there been that?
Take two, everybody.
Take two. So dedicated wham from Massachusetts.
I'm a dedicated wham.
Dedicated wham from Massachusetts.
I like spaced out. What
Oh
was the conversation
Oh my god. Okay, you're part of this goddamn show. Get it?
I'm sorry. I'm looking at iFunny at the same time when I was.
Oh my god! Of course you.
I spaced out. What was it about?
Of course you're on iFunny. I'm over here burning my hair, but at least I'm paying attention.
Is she? I don't think she is. I don't think she's paying
Okay,
attention
now
at all.
I'm paying attention. What was it about?
How much DK wham would you Okay, there's flooding. It's hot. It's humid. It's wet. It's
it's been really humid here lately.
Yeah, it's hot, heavy.
It's
and
also
wet.
it was cool and windy the past couple days though.
All right, yeah, but it's raining and weather's gonna change and yeah. What are you doing to survive the apocalypse?
Yeah, what are you doing to survive the apocalypse?
Nothing really. I mean, nothing super life changing. I guess I'm just at home.
It would be like astonishing if her life changed and she started eating more interesting foods with flavors.
More interesting foods with flavors.
I mean,
what does that mean?
Trying to get more fruit lately, I guess. I don't have enough fruit in my life.
Fruit of the Loom?
I bought some.
You buying Fruit Loops? I gotta get more adventures here.
No, I bought some.
I bought
some
the
cantaloupe the other day.
Wow.
I haven't eaten it all yet. I had a chef salad the other day too.
Ah.
How about a Cobb salad?
Love chef salads. No, Cobb salads, they're not really my favorite, but I'll eat them.
What was the salad that you said we thought it was weird? It was like one of our first episodes. It's got craisins in it or some shit.
Oh no, like a salad with like grapes in it. That's the chef salad is way better in comparison.
Yes. All right.
I love chef salads. They're great.
Washington. I don't know what the idea of Washington is. It's fucking crazy because I remember when I went to Washington, or went through Oregon to Washington. It rained like a few times, very few, but in Portland it rains like every single day and shit like that. And I'm just trying to live my life, man. I just want to go up to Washington and live my life. I got my truck ready. I just need to pack up some more things. Which reminds me, I gotta pack up my Xbox and my headset and other things, and then I'll be on my way tomorrow.
It's crazy, man.
Which, by the way, Ed, keep in mind, I probably won't be able to make it to D&D on Tuesday, just because
we're probably not going to be having a session on Tuesday.
Oh, okay, sweet. Because again, it takes 14 hours to get up there, and I want to probably do increments of 7 hours each, so that I don't fall asleep and die on the road.
I don't want to die on the road. Oh man, I also don't want you to die on the road, but that'd be pretty sweet if you did.
Yeah, right.
How could you even be like that? Well, I mean, it's kind of thing for it.
It's got a dang it.
Okay, I have to go back so I don't remember what the next topic's. All right.
It's a double battery.
Grind to Deathathon is the last.
Grind. What kind of topic is
Kate,
this?
Kate, you play every single game I play. All right? Every single game I play.
Not really, but
most games. We have a lot of games that we play in
common. I don't play like Overwatch or anything like that, or
He doesn't
Apex.
play Overwatch.
I thought you did play Overwatch.
I don't play Overwatch.
I do.
Apex, though.
Yeah. But I play Destiny.
In your room, Carl?
I played Warframe. We play Apex and stuff like that. Everything has a fucking battle pass now. All right? And I think you can attest to it too, that a lot of this stuff is no longer like content. It's just, hey, we want you to be here every fucking day of every fucking week for the next 5 years. And we want you to give up so you pay money so you can cheat everything from it then. I'm getting really sick. I love Destiny, but I'm getting very fucking sick of its battle pass. I'm getting very fucking sick of having to grind out bounties to do shit to the point where I'm not going to give up on the game, but I just might not be doing anything in the future. Just the main story.
I might come back to Destiny next season. It'll be better.
Here's an idea. Just give up on the fucking.
I don't want to because I love Destiny. I love its story, its lore, and everything else like that.
Give up on it.
I enjoy it. No, I enjoy it too much.
No, fuck Destiny. It's the same fucking boring shit over, and over. It is fucking. It's the same bullshit.
It's not the same bullshit. There's more stuff back and forth with it.
No, there isn't.
Yeah,
it's
there
the
is.
same thing over. I don't care about the new goddamn. It's the same bullshit. And it's so fucking annoying. Maybe we just need to all just like stop playing any kind of like battle pass related games and be great.
That's really what I want to do. Like, I think there's a problem with games now where they want you to keep your ass plastered to the fucking seat the whole entire time just to get things going. All right?
I'll do that for good games. I'll do that for if the game's fun.
Well, there's certain games that are like that. I think there's a problem with it, though, where they want you to keep on doing it like that. And I'm burnt out onto it. I want time to play other fucking games from it then. Like, there's a few, like Apex, we do this back and forth with it, where it's like we can knock out stuff in a day, and then it's like weekly locked for it. Then you know that's there.
That's why I just abandoned it at the beginning of this season because it just wasn't worth it.
It's like nothing for
I haven't picked up Destiny. Like I played like the season of the Worthy for like a couple weeks, and then a season is what, like 3 months.
3 months.
Something?
There's one more week until the end of this one. I think I'm like level 12 on the battle pass. I want the shotgun. That's like all I want out of it. All right. I haven't done like anything else.
Have you?
No, I'm talking about Destiny. But like, yeah, I think each season is 3 months. So I literally haven't played the game in like almost 2 months.
I think what
2.5 months.
I think what Dick say. What's a
It's not like you said. I think Dicks.
I think Dicks. I think what dictates a good game is one that you can always come back to, even after after some time has passed. Like
I think it's a good game.
I think Dick's a good game. Anyway, for me. Oh my god, you're so happy about that, aren't you? Jesus Christ!
I think we can officially say it here. Kate loves the sound of Dick.
Oh well, no, it's Sean Stutter.
Oh my god, she loves dicks. She looks at it and So
no, like I know what you were trying to say, but it just came out as such a jumble. It's just too funny.
Yeah. Anyway,
I swear this doesn't normally happen.
This isn't normal. This doesn't always happen.
Well, actually, yeah, it does. But
shut up! Oh my god, shut up!
I laugh at Sean Stutter constantly.
She does. She points it out. She has the urge.
She points it out and has a little giggle each time.
Because it's just so funny, and no one else points it out. So I have to like.
Yeah, Kate's out there on the sidelines. she's out there. She's my guardian angel to make sure I feel bad for every single mistake I say.
Oh, good.
But yeah, games that I feel like I can go back to, which is I still think this is a good game. Probably Minecraft is a good game because I can always
I
go
was
back to
actually
it.
playing Minecraft earlier today.
Well, yeah, because you can always go back to it. It's just a nice, calming,
Yeah.
relaxing game.
Right? Like that's the kind of games I like to just kind of relax to. All right?
Yeah.
Like I don't have to be doing anything for it. I'm just playing with it. What are you doing? I'm building a nice little house. Cool. Is there any reason for it? No, I just kind of like it. All right. How long are you going to be doing this? Probably next 8 hours.
Um, Another game I truly love, Titanfall. I
Yeah.
love the mechs.
I'm
It
so
just,
pissed my CD drive on my Xbox doesn't work anymore because I really want to
dude,
play with you guys.
I'm so, dude, it's so fun just playing back to it. I remember me and my roommate, we were talking about Titanfall 1 and how like, did you remember how the campaign was played?
Yeah, how it was in online matches from it then.
Yeah, it was multiplayer online matches, right? And there would be like a side story that was going on while you're still playing like a
How that one guy
online.
got trapped in whatever the one place is, and the other guy's like, "I'll see you on the outside," and like blew up.
Yeah, yeah. So we were watching videos of like all the intros and what happened, and it was McAllen and all the characters. Do you remember Spyglass? Do you remember that character?
Which one?
Spyglass.
Was he was he one of the robot guys?
He was the robot for the IMC.
I remember that guy.
Yeah, he was the asshole, and
He
he's
was
the
the one where
reason
we were at the
why.
Titan production plant, right? He comes in and like we have to go blow shit up.
I think so. He was just like a general, I think, for the IMC that commanded a group, and he realized how well he was like just the major asshole because one of the guys who was in charge of the IMC group switched sides in the end to fight Spyglass because he realized the error in his way and
That's
how
what
the
they do.
IMC is actually like taking over the frontier and that it's just battle. But I just remember we were watching this cutscene, and I remember playing through it, and I remember my first time and my last time because they were both as intense as possible. It was if you're on the frontier side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't the last mission. It was the battle for Demeter, and you go crashing down the ship,
Mm-hmm.
and you land down on the ground, and you see McAllen crash down in his Titan. He comes out, he's like, "Come on, man, let's push forward!" And he starts marching up the hill and smashes through the front gate in
Mm-hmm.
his Titan, and he's like, "You go on without me. I'll catch up with you guys." And then you just go into the battlefield and fight. Well, like that whole cutscene was so intense and like it was so invigorating. Like you just wanted to, you were filled with energy and you were hyped up. It was so fucking cool. Just remember that scene. It was so I was so amped up watching it too.
Trying to remember that then because that was like one of the I think that was the first game I had for my Xbox One, which came out what late 2014.
I got mine for mine was Sunset Overdrive because I think that was the release title for
It was something like that. I had gotten it from it, and I remember when I picked up my Xbox One, I picked that up with the Titanfall bundle for it, and I remember it because there was another game that came out the exact same day that I also picked up, and that was Dark Souls 2.
Oh God.
You can see where this is going, right? Maybe I don't know. What's doing?
Great combo, Dark Souls and fucking as great as mac and cheese and pulled pork.
No,
That's not really a comparison, but okay.
Right,
Shut up.
It had come out from it then, and I spent more time on my 360 playing Dark Souls 2 than I did on my my Xbox at the time. My brother Bradley, I think, was Brother Brad at the time was, I want to say, maybe like 14, 15 from it. He came over with his PlayStation 3 for the summer. We were hanging out, and that's where we started playing Pathfinder over at the comic book store. He played Titanfall for me from it then because I'm like, this is the only game I have. I've already gone through all the multiplayer, and there's like nobody on it right now.
Which was the campaign too, right?
Yeah. So
That was
I had
really-
already beaten it. I'm like, I just want to level up so I can unlock more stuff. He's like, I gotcha. And by like a half a week later, he had already like master rank 2 for it. I'm like, how the hell did you do that? I didn't even get to like level 40 when I was playing it, and I had been playing it nonstop at that point.
Well. What you doing?
He's like, I don't know, I just did. It's just how I play.
It's a very intense game. I think the Respawn was very on to something. Again, that was a really ballsy move to do the campaign and online session thing,
Mm-hmm.
like they did. Very ballsy. not much. I don't think there's many games that actually even do something like that.
They did it in what was that game that you knew the name of, Ed, that I talked about a couple episodes ago on like the Ice World?
Oh, Outer Worlds or Lost Planet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that on Lost Planet too.
The Lost Planet 2, they did it's something, I guess you could say Left 4 Dead as well. But even though Left 4 Dead was a good game too.
There's a lot of good games that they screwed over and stuff like that. Like Dead Space 3 is the big one I come to because me and Johnny played through that when it first came out in co-op.
I liked it.
We got to the end and we're like, all right, now what the fuck goes on? Like, that's just it. That's just the ending to this game.
Everybody dead.
Everybody dies. The end. Well, then what was the fucking point? We didn't save anybody. We didn't learn anything along the way. Just everybody's dead. Yeah, you fucked it all up.
Did you ever play the DLC?
Some stories don't always have a good ending.
The end story is they go back to Earth and all the Brother Moons are active.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, not all stories have a good ending.
Nope.
So I remember that I have Dead Space 3 on my Xbox One. You can play
so
it.
do I.
Let's play it. I
have it on my 360.
No, you suck. But yeah, and you can play it. But yeah, it's they're good games. But like again, Respawn was very ballsy to do what they did, and I think I liked it. I personally liked it. Not much people liked it. They wanted an actual campaign. Hence, Titanfall 2 was more like a single player campaign oriented. But again, I think they're both great games. I love it. Different styles of setting up your Titans and different kind of play style, but same concept, same basic ideas of how your movement speed and everything. I thought that was great. I especially love it during the battlefield when you go see grunts and they're like freaking out or like they're carrying their
they're freaking
comrade.
out because a big fucking mech is running straight at them and they got nothing. They can't do a goddamn thing.
I don't know. Did I send you the video where the guy like comes out with his Titan in front of the other guy, and the guy just surrenders and like puts his gun down and is like surrendering. So the pilot comes out of his mech, and he's like, "Don't worry, don't be afraid." And his mech just stomps on him, and he's like, "No!" Ever show you that?
No. That's one of the official videos, right?
I'll send it to you. But yeah, games. I want games to be more timeless and less oriented on battle.
I want stuff that's like you have all the stuff that you can unlock for it to play for it. I don't like stuff that's like you have to grind through it endlessly. Like games that like if you have a problem with these things, like why I think Destiny 1 was a bit more fun than D2 is currently was like it had stuff that you would just naturally unlock for it as you did stuff. Like your experience points and everything else like that went to like a common asset that you could use at anything. All right. That you didn't have to grind unless you wanted to from it then. And now everything is like, well, we want you to play and keep playing so you can unlock this really cool stuff from it. It's like, but I mean, I don't have like 500 hours to dedicate to getting what is essentially a new skin. And the only thing that makes it new is that it's blue, you know, like I just want to play a game because I find it fun. Like fighting games, I like having fun with. Look at all this cool stuff you can unlock in the crypt. Oh, that's really cool. In order to get all this stuff, you have to complete this super tower ultra mode extra hard from it then. All right, cool. How much is that reward? 1 penny. So what you're telling me is that really cool thing to unlock one of them costs 1,000, and that the only way to get it is to do one of the hardest things in the game 1,000 times. Yeah, you could do that, or you can give us money. Nah, I'd rather just never play this game again from it. You go back and play anything else like Deus Ex. I played through Deus Ex maybe like 6 times from it. I still haven't done my just kill everybody run yet because I'm always doing like stealth and stuff like that. But like I like games that have a story where the whole focus of the game is that story, not unlocking shit. Like multiplayer from it, then you have a nice kind of progressive stuff where you unlock stuff and it becomes a permanent kind of unlock with new weapons. I like that. I don't like grinding thousands of hours to get shit like that though.
Feels like a chore. Feels like a chore.
Like, I did that when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 first came out. I'm like, that's cool. Let me level up, see if I get some new stuff. You don't ever get any new stuff. So any new ones, I just get to max level and just never overrank because I never wanted to do that. I just wanted to play with my friends with all my shit unlocked because I never had to worry about it at that point. I just had it, you know? So why aren't there more games like that? Like, even Titanfall has a little bit of stuff like that. Titanfall 2, where it's like, you like a gun. All right, here's some of the more powerful ones. You unlock them as you play with it more. You unlock the stuff that's onto it then that makes it a bit better. That's fine. All right. In fact, you can have this in-game currency stuff from it so you can unlock stuff sooner and just keep it a permanent unlock. So if you do over-level from it, you'll just always have it. Like simple mechanics like that. And Sean's back. He left. He came back.
Go on.
So I'm trying to think of a way around it from it then because more games are adopting it. And it makes sense because it makes money from it then. But I'm sick of having to go through that. Like, I want downtime to just enjoy other things, right?
Like, it's like, oh no, there's this thing that you have to do every day of the week to get this thing.
Yeah, like Warmind came out and it was like really, really cool to start off with like they had with the story, like, oh, it's that, and then you get to that part in the story and they're like, okay, now you have to start doing these escalation protocols from it.
Escalation. Well, escalation like wasn't that bad though.
No, like it's not hard, but like when you're alone and nobody else is online, you have to wait for a group to do it. And when you're playing with blueberries, oh my god,
as like a separate activity, and
right?
You had to like wait for people. You could only have patrols with 3 people, and it's supposed to take.
You can only have patrols with 3 people. You can only do so much with this thing. It's supposed to take
like 8 people to do it.
Yeah, it takes 8 people to do it if they're all level, but you need to level up 30 ranks before you can do it at an appropriate level. Otherwise, you're just not doing damage.
I don't know why they didn't make it like the
right, like
the forges.
Yeah, like my thing for it is when you make new content for a game like that, you set it at a new level so people kind of have to strive for it then. So you make it so...
They should have done it like the forges. Like, you can go find them in patrol, but then, like, once you activate them...
Yeah, not even the forges. Like with Forsaken...
It goes into, like, a matchmaking
Yeah, not even that. Like, what the forges... What Forsaken was and what Rise of Iron was with it, where you have this main story that levels you up to what would be level appropriate for the rest of the content for it. And then you go play that stuff, all right? You don't have it where, like they did with Shadowfall with it, where you go in and then it's like you hit that one mission where you need to unlock all this stuff to be an appropriate level, but in order to do any of the content you need to level up 10 fucking times for it by doing every other thing but the story. It's like, that's not what I want to do. I buy the DLC to do that. Like, all the other stuff that comes with it I want packaged in for it. It's like I don't want to grind 20 hours to see what the fucking story is with it.
Like,
I want to just play the story.
Okay with, like, some grinding to like get shit
like,
done, but
like there's cool things that happen during the season too from it then, where it's like the whole thing comes together. Like the fucking shit they did with Saint 14. Like, that whole ARG was stupid cool. That's one of the fucking coolest things I've ever seen.
Stuff and the cutscene.
Not only that, but just like the fact that like the community had to come together to figure out the fucking pattern and shit like that. It's like, who fucking thinks of these kind of puzzles and stuff like that? Like, that shit's ingenious. I want more of that stuff because it's like somebody runs into it accidentally and everyone's like, what's going on? And then continues on to it. Ward at the end of it was kind of shitty with the Bastion from it. Like, oh, here's a gun that you really, really like. And it's like, it's okay. It's not terrible. But I mean, I have my last word, and that will always be my favorite gun because it's the fucking last word, and it's cool.
I like the last, because I like the last word in the Thorn because hand cannons.
I mean, revolvers are cool. All right, I like them because it's the quickest one that does the most damage from it. Then, so you can lay down pretty much anybody with it then at that regular range.
I know. The last word is so good though.
I love the design of it. Like, its regular one's cool, but it's silver one where it turns into fucking Vash's gun. Yes. It's just mwah. It's perfect. Because I made my guy look like Vash, and now I have his gun, so that's all I ever do with it. Like, swords are cool, everything else is cool. Like, there's a lot of cool things that are going on, but they don't feel like they ever fucking play into each other ever.
Yo, I know what I'm gonna do if the next season is as good as they say it's gonna be. I hope
so. Have you taken a stroll into the tower and looked directly at the fucking sun, Kate? Because I have. It's there.
I've seen
it's there. It gets bigger every fucking day.
No, I'm gonna do what you do with your hunter, and I'm gonna like rock like sniper rifle, hand cannon, and like the sword, and like fucking just run around and hit people.
It's like all I do. It's like nobody ever expects the swords around corners from it.
Oh wait, but I have to get my fucking primary is a sniper rifle. Fix that. I'll have to do a secondary sniper.
Sunsetting all that stuff for a bit then. It's like, I don't feel bad about that. But I mean, like the grindathon that comes with it then. Like I like the idea of the pass if it wasn't the fact that there was those items onto it that are only on the pass kind of thing. Like I love the design of the shotgun for the new one.
I'm just hoping that I'll be glad once I come back that because I really wanted to get the Eververse sets that were this season that, you know, actually gave like the hunter a fucking helmet.
Yeah, that we're getting like the actual engram that has like stuff into it, or it's just not strictly that. You can get Eververse gear without having to pay for it.
The Titans look homeless. They made hunters.
I live in a trash bitch. I live in a trash can.
They made hunters actually look like really nice, and they made the warlocks look like fucking Elder Maxon.
I'm still disappointed by the fact that they made the Titans look like fucking trash hobos from it then, because I remember seeing the hunter arms. I'm like, oh, finally, those are gauntlets I really, really want to wear. What's that writing on the side? Motherfucker.
They're even.
Not just that. No. I like the Titan armor where it looks like it actually is protecting your arm. And you're not wearing like shoulder pads that are on like your fucking neck from it then.
Yeah.
Like I liked you remember D1 like the Titan stuff for it then, like the Iron Lords one where you looked like you had Shaq arms from it then. And like the padding on the side. I like those because that looked like armor. This new stuff doesn't look like armor. It makes you look like a fucking football player with skinny itty bitty arms. That's not cool. It's not cool at all. Your Titan's supposed to be able to run through fucking walls and stuff like that. He doesn't. I mean, I guess technically he can still do that, but now he's doing it head first and getting brain damage all the time. He wants more crayons.
No, my thing was that when I realized that the Lux Warlock armor made you look like Elder Maxon from Fallout 4, because it has like the really like high collared like fur coat and shit. It's funny.
We're gonna get rid of the. Together, we're gonna get rid of the institute. Now. You got it. Together, we're gonna get rid of the institute. Well.
Okay. Is that it, or do we have more?
No.
I mean, that's all this stuff from here. I mean,
that's right. We never did the discussing food combos. We should.
Yeah. No. So this is what it is. And this is more than discussing food combos. Kate, what you would like to explain to the audience members on how you eat a Klondike bar? Let me ask Ed first. When you eat a Klondike bar, right? You know what I'm talking about. What a Klondike bar is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a bar. It's a little like bar. It's got the little polar bear on it. You open it up. It looks like chocolate. You bite into it. It's a skin layer of chocolate.
It's a dipped chocolate. Not dipped chocolate, dipped ice cream bar without a stick is what it is. It's a dipped ice cream bar without a stick to it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But it's pretty tasty.
It's ice cream.
I like it.
How can it not be tasty? It's ice cream.
Yeah. So Ed, explain how you eat one.
How I eat one specifically? I take it out of the wrapper and just hold it in my hand, and like as it slowly melts and try and like get it from the sides. And once I've eaten all the chocolate off of it, then I put my fingers into the ice cream and just like eat it quickly from there. That's how I eat it.
You eat it.
Yeah.
Straight from the wrapper.
Like straight from the wrapper, nothing else.
All right.
I saw your ingenious thing, which makes me feel like a fucking idiot, where you just unwrap it every so often as you start taking bites into it. Makes me feel like a fucking moron for not thinking of that one.
Okay, so I also like Klondike bars. I like various flavors.
No, you don't. You don't like Klondike bars. You're
But the way I eat them is because I realized that, like, I really make a mess when I eat Klondike bars in the wrapper because I eat them too slowly and they get, like, really, really melted. So I've adopted the method of just taking it out of the wrapper completely, putting it in a bowl, and then just eating it with a spoon. Because it's easier for me to eat it that way. Because like I said, I eat Klondike bars like way too slowly, and they get like super, super melty, and it just ends up being a huge mess. So
it's crazy.
Like popsicles and ice cream bars are different because they're smaller, but
are they, Kate?
You know,
I feel like
some
you're just
are and some aren't.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
We talk about Ed and how he sees a fucking alien for playing inverted, but you're an alien for fucking eating ice cream, for freaking a colonized bar on a bowl and with the utensils. You're like, oh, it's not messy. You have to clean the bowl and the spoon afterwards. Even less messy.
It's literally a cereal. It's literally a bowl with like minimal residue that I can just rinse out with hot water, and then put it back in the cupboard.
You know what's less of a mess? Eating straight off the fucking wrapper.
Well, like I said, I eat it too slow and then it just ends up being way more of a mess than it should be. So.
What do you mean too slow? It's ice cream. You want that shit in your mouth. You put it in your mouth. Eat it. It's delicious. And you want more. That's what ice cream is.
Delicious.
I'll eat and it's not the same thing for cones or ice cream sandwiches.
How is it not the same thing, Kate?
Because I just, if I eat an ice cream sandwich, I just take the wrapper off and eat the ice cream sandwich.
What? Oh, what? This is insane to me. So this is what's wrong with the world.
Well, sometimes I keep a little bit of the wrapper. Sometimes I hang on to a little bit of the wrapper on the ice cream sandwich and I eat it so I don't get the chocolate on my hands. But most of the time, I'll just take the wrapper off and just eat it.
She's ice cream racist. She'll eat an ice cream sandwich completely fine.
No, I'll ask the next question from here. Without a wrapper,
that's a lot different. Ice cream sandwich doesn't fucking melt as quickly because it's a lot smaller.
Are you eating like freeze dried ice cream sandwiches? Have you had those before, Kate?
Actually, yes, I have.
Yeah, it tastes like a regular, like an ice cream sandwich, but it's all dry, so you don't have the cold or the moisture. It's just like a dry, non-wet,
a dry, non-wet dairy-like product.
Yeah.
Dry, non-wet.
Yeah, you never had a dry, non-wet dairy product? They're delicious.
Yeah. So yeah, Kate, God, and then what was sad is like your dinner, all your food pictures that you sent were sad. Yeah.
Well, it's my parents, both my parents work all day, and we're just accustomed to
You don't make your own food.
Well, no, I still live at home. My parents,
could make it. But how's that preventing you from cooking yourself?
I can cook. I just don't.
She doesn't I don't like cooking. I barbecued tonight and I hated it.
My dad likes to grill. My dad likes to cook. He likes to make things. So my dad is usually the one that makes dinner.
I like to cook. I like to experiment sometimes.
I can cook and I like to cook. I just don't unless I have to, or if I'm making something specifically. But,
spaghetti.
I do know how to cook though.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Mac and cheese, pulled pork, spaghetti.
The first two things I learned how to cook were eggs and pasta.
Spaghetti stretchers don't exist. You know this.
You throw pasta on the. You shut your.
What's your favorite type of pasta? Tortellini. Oh, you would say that, wouldn't you, you weirdo?
But anyway, as I was saying, with the exception of weekends, my parents both work, fairly long hours. And we're used to just hey, what do you want for dinner? We can have this, or this if we happen to have multiple ideas, or we kind of mull it over and we think, all right, we can make this or we can make that, and it's just bang, cook this, have some veggies, dinner, boom, done.
You had an American flag napkin holder.
I don't even think it's a napkin
flag
holder. It's not really shaped
napkin holder. Oh. Did I hear that right? American flag napkin holder?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's shaped like a star and it has little fireworks in the American flag.
Yeah, because it's not supposed to hold napkin. It's supposed to hold your ninja stars.
It's not supposed to hold
star shit. I don't know why my mom has it out there on the table, but.
It's there. It doesn't even hold.
They think it's cool. They think it's cool.
You got Thanksgiving napkins in them too.
Yeah, we have old Thanksgiving napkins from the year before.
Oh my god, this.
You took cotillion, right? I saw some cute napkins at the grocery store today. I probably should have bought them.
You took cotillion, right?
Yeah.
Then
those were don't trust me. I know how to fold napkins. kitchen and dining room for 5 years.
She knows how to fold napkins.
I know how to fold.
Don't you
cloth
think she doesn't know how to
napkins.
fold napkins? She knows how to fold napkins.
we use cloth napkins.
Yeah, the cloth napkins
the
you put
nice.
in your lap.
We use
Put
the
it in your
nice
lap.
napkins around here. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, that's what I worked in the kitchen and dining room for 5 years. I know how that
You
works.
ever just like give up on life and just be like, you know what?
Although I did discover a few new foods when I worked in the kitchen for 5 years. It was pretty nice.
You found out what seasoned burgers were.
Well, no, not a lot of people
Burgers.
order burgers because that's like on the side menu. We have like a main menu.
It's on the
What?
side.
That's-
menu.
I'm not gonna go into that whole spiel, but like
Side menu. You mean like a main menu?
The secret side menu. Don't you know
No, it's
about it?
no, it's not a secret side. We have like the main entrees and stuff on one side of the menu, and then we have like alternative options for people who don't want those.
Alternative options.
Yeah.
Burger. Wait, what's the main? What would be on the main thing? Like caviar and steak and.
No, like
fish,
the main side of the menu would have 2 soup options and 3 entrees.
Oh, like fancy. Do you have to give them a soup fork and shit like that?
Fancy schmancy.
Yeah, there's the table setting is 2 forks, soup spoon, a knife, regular spoon,
Wrong.
and then a soup spoon.
Wrong.
That's
Wait,
how
I
we
was
set it.
wrong.
Hold on.
Wrong. It's all wrong.
Fucking with you. Wait, I was fucking with you. There's an actual like a fork for soup.
No, like
Oh.
there's like the salad fork and shit like that, and then there's like the dinner. Our setting is
There's
like
the-
I'm
there's a- yeah, but
assuming
it-
I'm assuming it's the salad fork, the dinner fork, and then there's the knife, the regular spoon, and then the funny shaped soup spoon.
Oh, there's no fork for the soup.
No,
Sir, I would like a fork for my soup. Okay.
I mean unless you count like maybe a spork. Which we
you know
don't
that's
have,
not what.
but...
You know that's not what. You ever have anyone ever ask you, "Can I have a spork?" Is the dumbest thing.
I
No.
ask for sporks all the time when I go to places that have them. Taco Bell and Kentucky KFC have it.
No,
All
they
right.
don't.
KFC
No, they
has
don't.
KFC has sporks.
What?
Yeah.
Do they really?
They do. In fact, they're the cool ones too. They have like the flat edge to it, so they're not really like a soup as much as they are like a fork that you could ladle with.
What? Oh, is that for the gravy? The gravy?
I don't know. It just has like
the gravely.
the gravely.
Yo,
Oofa
man, I'm just trying to
lad,
see
the
whole
gravely.
buble.
the gravely.
The gravely.
I'm just trying to see the whole buble. Alright.
The bibly.
See the whole poop.
The bibly?
Son. The bibly. Yeah.
The blibbly.
The Burbank girl. You know, as we were talking about food, have you heard
It
of
just sounded like you farted.
Jesus Christ? Shut up. Have you ever heard of Jesus Christ's cookbook, the Bible?
No. Oh my god, that just made me think of something.
I read this book the other day called the Bible. It sucks.
Jesus is.
I couldn't get past the first chapter.
Jesus Christ,
I
man.
wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend this guy's books. Trying to remember.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember all the other stupid things that go with it. Then I'm trying to remember all the stupid baby cake mannerisms with it. Then I tried to read this book the other day, but they call the Bible. It sucks. I couldn't get past the first chapter from it. Then I could recommend reading any more of this
oh
author
my god,
stuff.
They have an Osiris vinyl figure. I need to buy it.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh my god.
Are you just now
vinyl
seeing all this
figure.
stuff
Oh
that's
my
been out for
God.
like 2
No,
years?
because I haven't looked at the Bungie store for a while.
Ugh.
wanted to
I
see
want to
if
get
they
their
had
T-shirts. I want to get their T-shirts.
cookbook.
I
I
need
need
more.
I want to know if they have the cookbook. I want the
So-
Destiny cookbook.
I
So,
never
you
know
know
got
what-
the cookbook. Like,
You know what I'm really. You know what I'm really mad about not buying?
that hat or the
The
helmet?
fucking helmet. Yeah, the fucking helmet.
If I
It
had
was
the money when it first
130
came out, I would have bought it. I didn't know they
it's
even
wh-
had that thing. This thing's so
Wh-
cool.
Yo, but that's the thing is, literally $130 7 hours ago. If I could have just fucking looked at it 7 hours ago, I would have fucking
Coulda,
gotten it. With a
shoulda.
heartbeat.
Is
Woulda,
it out?
didn't.
Oh my god, the Destiny cookbook is out.
Destiny cookbooks has always been out. What do
No,
you
it
do?
was-
Are you just gonna look at it and not cook anything on it?
I mean,
have
I
to-
might if I have.
You
the right
have to
ingredients.
require salt and pepper. I'm pretty sure for like most of those things.
Bro. Estimated shipping window August. Okay.
That's 3 months.
Soon.
Okay, so I still have a little bit more to order this, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna order the vinyl figures first because I really want those vinyl figures.
Oh, you know what? My friend has my roommate has the chess set for that game for Destiny. He has a chess set for Destiny.
Yeah,
too.
I saw that too. Yeah, they have. I'm definitely getting the Osiris vinyl figure. I fucking want that. Oh, they have the Sweeper bot. I might get that too. They have Shax and the Red Jack. I don't care about the Red Jack, but I'm gonna get it for Shax because I have Lord's. I really want Lord Saladin too, but
Lord Saladin.
That's not around anymore.
You ever watch
Shax, what have you been doing?
Solid Fingers?
Salad
What?
fingers.
Salad Fingers.
Salad fingers. Say what now?
Salad,
I like the way
salad
the
fingers.
red water comes out.
Salad fingers.
Spoons, rusty spoons.
But I'm definitely gonna buy the figures first because I already have
all of them.
Yeah,
Yep.
I have Cade, I have Zavala, and Ikora. I have 2 mini weapon models. I have the Last Word and the Thorn.
Dude, I want this Timefall 2 helmet so bad.
The Thorn actually fell one time, and I had to glue it back together. So,
what kind of glue you use?
I just use the hot glue gun because it wasn't.
Okay.
It just sort of like just like kind of a piece came out. Well, not a piece, but like I had. It was enough to where I could just use the hot glue and
You should
stick
put
it back together.
should put like a something better, like your soul. I don't know.
I'm definitely getting the Osiris figure. I'm probably gonna get the Sweeper bot. Definitely gonna get the Shax Red Jack figure. I don't know where I'm gonna put all these. I'm running out of space.
In your belly, eat them all.
Well, because I have like a little tiny table that my current minifigures fit on, but I won't be able to fit any more
Dude,
than
if I get
that.
this helmet, I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I'm gonna find a place. I'll
Ooh, there's
wear
an
it around the
engram
fucking
light.
house if I have to.
I really wish I could fucking find the Lord Saladin vinyl figure because I kind of want that.
Back in time to get it, I would.
I like Shax more though. Saladin only comes around once a month, so not as important.
He only shows up for 1 week.
Also,
bickering things,
they didn't
Guardian.
make his dialogue so that he fucking remembered you in the last game. He's like, Guardian, you're new. It's like, I literally did all this shit for you in the last game, and you don't remember me?
You couldn't you transfer your character over too, don't you?
Yes, I transferred 2 characters over, and he doesn't remember you at all. I'm sad.
That's the shitty part about like that game.
Like even dialogue during matches, he like doesn't like reference any of that.
Oh, it's because you know why? Because Destiny's all doo doo and garbage, and just needs to die. It needs to go buy. Bungie needs to go buy back Halo and make it great again. Make Halo great again. Because they fucked up. 343 fucked up the story. I hate this fucking story so goddamn much.
I thought it was fine, but whatever.
You think that was fine? Where they're like, they trailered it so much. This guy named Locke was supposed to be like hunting Master Chief down and killing him, when in reality he was. Which the fucking I don't understand. He went to go see the Arbiter, and the Arbiter had nothing to do with Master Chief, but they just still did a whole quest for that. He went to go see Arbiter, and Arbiter helped him, and then they go to Master Chief and to technically save him from Cortana, because Cortana was gonna kidnap.
Well, no, because I think because Locke and them, they're part of the scumbags that are Oni, and they probably just didn't tell them anything. So.
It's so stupid. It's all fucking stupid. The whole they heavily put the trailers out where like it's Locke or Master Chief. Which side are you on? And you play
those trailers were awesome. I like those.
Those trailers were
like,
fucking lies.
It was like, is this what
They're
you
lies.
wanted? Is this what you wanted?
It was all stupid
cool.
lies. No, it wasn't. It was stupid lies. You know what was cool? Was the Titanfall trailers. Those were cool when you bounce off the fucking walls and fucking jumping into a giant mech and you're punching the fucking shit out of another mech and lasering him to fucking death, and you're just like Titan ready, and the mechs are just fucking rock paper scissoring each other to death.
Okay. Let's close the curtain now.
All right, yeah. So let's recap everything. Okay, Kate's disgusting eating habits. Floyd chaos writings. Destiny sucks.
Facebook rants.
Facebook rants, and
your cousin's an
Killer
asshole.
Bees. Cousin's
Learn
an
to
asshole,
swim. Your cousin's an
Killer-
asshole. Learn to swim.
And Killer Bees from Africa.
Oh.
Okay, sweet. This was Online Live. Thank you for coming or watching and going and stowing. And yeah, this was Cracker.
This is Ed. One of these days, we'll definitely get this at least figured out.
Yeah, we'll
Later.
get this. We'll get this.
We'll figure it out.
Later.
Subscribe
Later.
to Ed's big ass. Yeah.
Oh,
Twitter.
God.